What's up, Cardfighters? Clark here from Vanguard Central, coming at you with an updated Rescue Gavrail deck profile.
Stand up, Vanguard!
Starting off with our starter, we have Black Report Read Wand. So basically the skill entails that when you rescue a unit, you can put this card into your soul and then call that rescued unit out and then give plus 4k to the unit you called out or any of the units on your field. So we really like this card. It grants us more plays during rescue, and so we can do some more broken shenanigans on our first stride or whenever we need to in the game. Starting off with our grade 3s, we have Black Shiver Gavrail. GB2 skill gains +2 whenever a unit is placed in the damage zone. So we all know the broken defensive plays with this deck. And then offensively, when a unit strides over it, it's CB1, look at the top 3, and then choose one, put it into your damage, and then choose one of the cards in your damage zone, and you're able to call that out to rear. Give it +2. So Gavrail, main boss, we really want to ride this card. And then our other grade 3 is Black Devote Phallic, so the new card from G-BT09. Mainly use this card during rescue plays. We want to combo off a couple of our pieces in order to keep some loops going. You really don't want to ride this card because Gavrail is just so much better. So riding this card is it just hurts us even more. So there are some times where we've ridden this and it's like, man, we might as well scoop because we're not able to make the plays that we want to with this card. Grade 2s, we have 4 Nurse of Broken Hearts, causing pain no matter what meta we have. Gains +2 whenever a card goes into damage, and you give +2 to the Vanguard, so really good defensively. And then we have 3 Black Dream Zabania. Skill CB1, Soul Blast 1. You perform rescue and then you call something out and give it +2. Basically, what it does. Kind of like what Gavrail does, but as a grade 2, it's really good because you can change some things with it. Like if you call this out with Gavrail, you can call out another unit, perform the rescue shenanigans, so on and so forth. Really consistent for our deck. 2 Million Ray Pegasus. Whenever a unit goes into damage, gains +2. So this is a good card defensively, and it's also good offensively if you're able to do like Raziel or anything like that. So Million Ray at 2. And then we have 2 Black Relief Tortron or whatever, Ratoron. Anyways, this card is really good. We're able to do some ridiculous loop shenanigans with it because we're able, when rescues performed, we're able to call that unit back to the field from drop zone. So you can just do rescue with the stand trigger and then send it back, and then say this unit gets stood again. You perform rescue, call something back from the drop zone, and just keep this aggro up. Especially if you're drive checking 5 times with Gavrail, basically. Next we have 4 of the Dr. Royd Remnon or whatever that says. Can't see it upside down. Anyways, it's just a rescue PG. Gives us more plays and more options defensively to do a couple more shenanigans and gain power during GB2. 4 grade 1 Nociel. Obviously, during guard step, you can put in the guardian circle, add a card into damage, and then take a card out. Pretty much a staple in all Angel Feather decks if you're playing competitively. 4 the stride fodder, because you need a stride in this deck, especially since we have a low amount of 2s. You want to stride and search out for Gavrail. And then lastly, we run 3 Black Bomber Malik. For the boost and rescue plays after you attack with a broken heart and you boost with this, you can do a rescue check and then, oh cool, you got a stand, awesome. Huh?
You also gain the ability on attack too.
Oh.
Rescue.
On attack?
Yeah, it's on attack or on boost.
Oh yeah, then it's on attack or on boost. That's great. With our trigger lineup, we have we run 7 crit, 4 being the Gavrail crit, 3 being regular ones, not the put into soul, give +3. Soul is never an issue with this deck really, and plus if we call this out, at least we have, you know, some better attacks going on, right? That's just worst case scenario we're thinking of. And then we run 4 of the rescue crit, surgery angel, probably one of the more broken cards in this deck besides like broken heart and stuff like that. Just allows for more rescue checks, which is really good, and it goes back to deck, so you know, bring the pain with this deck. 1 Dr. Roy Drefrost, because it's restricted in USA to only 1, so it's fine. You know, you do the looping shenanigans, you take 2 cards CB, whatever, you guys know what that does. And then 4 of our Sunny Smile Angel Heal, gains +3. When it boosts a unit, it goes back to deck, so you know, healing all day is really good for this deck. With our G Guardians, we have 1 Dark Element Dismal for like matchups like Cardfight, Link Joker, or DP. We want to be able to make our units resist, or or just have resist so there's no guard break, right? You know, Dismal is just very versatile. Then we have 3 Holy Seraph Serial, you know, from G-BT09, does the whole rescue stuff. You know, you can like swap a card out, give Gavrail +2. If it's a trigger, it goes off, so your Gavrail's at 17. If there's broken hearts, you know, it does all this like crazy, really cool stuff. You guys should know what it does. Really, you just chain all the, you know, as long as you're swapping damage, you're gaining power for your Vanguard defensively. So we wanted to keep a consistent lineup of G-Guards, in a sense, for this. Offensive strides, we have 1 Seabreeze. Anyone who grade 2 games Angels it's alright. You know, we can do this cool stuff. And then 1 Holy Seraph Raziel for the, you know, we can blow them up, send 5 damage back into the deck, and then get another 5. And then if we have Broken Hearts and Million Ray Pegasus, that's some good stuff because we get a lot of power basically for that. So really, really good. Only 2 Holy Seraph Raphael because you don't really want to stall as much because Rescue is a very aggressive type of build, I would say. So healing in the worst case scenario is probably the best, you know, just to be able to get to your pieces later on. But if you're able to kill them, it's better to go into your more offensive strides. And by more offensive strides, I mean 4 Black Seraph Gavrail. So CB1, choose a face down Gavrail, turn it face up, and then you get the, you know, you can give power, you get those extra, you get the triple drive, and then you get the 2 rescue right after the triple drive. So it's essentially 5 drive checks, and if you run extra stands and stuff like that, you just attack with rears first, and then you get more power, extra stands. Like Gavrail is just really, really good, especially for this deck with the amount of rescue calls you do and looping. And lastly, for offensive strides, we have the new 4 Holy Seraph Altiel. I've seen some really ridiculous stuff with this card. Let me just explain it to you without grabbing the SP because it's so beautiful, right? So skill is an act. During GB3, all of the units in your front row get +2000, so that's always good. And skill as rescue, CB1, Soul Blast 1, when it's placed on Vanguard, if you do, choose up to the same number of cards from your damage zone as a number of Holy Seraph Altiel in your G zone. Heal them, choose one of your Vanguards, and for each damage healed with this effect, deal 1 damage. So I've seen like our friend who plays this deck, which is Cardfight Waifu, shoutouts to him. He's been able to like heal like any random card, and then it's a crit and give the crit to Altiel, or get a stand, and it's just like, whoa, damn it, now I have to guard Vanguard because essentially he didn't have a crit before drive check. Altiel has just been really, really consistent. Obviously the GB3 helps out a lot, especially making numbers for your front row and anything like that. But otherwise, between Altiel and Gavrail, you can just choose like which one you really want to go into and finish your opponent. But otherwise, both strides are very, very good for the deck. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the deck. If there's anything that can make the deck better, please let us know in the comments section below. Obviously, these are our preferences. But the deck has been really, really consistent. The win rate is pretty high. I would say if I were to play 10 games, I would win 8 times just because of how ridiculous Rescue is. Do beware of deck out, because Angel Feathers is pretty much known for deck out, especially if you're doing rescue checks a lot of the times. Otherwise, we hope you enjoy and subscribe for more content. Shout out to Cardfight Waifu. Thanks. Vanguard Central out.